Hello budget people and welcome back to my channel. I'm She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be closing down my budget for week 4 of February and I'll be also closing down my overall monthly budget. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Okay guys, so welcome to my channel. I hope you are all well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on yet another video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. Guys, we are closing down the month, closing down February already. Like, this month has seriously just flown by. But yeah, I'm looking forward to March. I'm looking forward to March, guys. Let's see what the damage is. Let's see if we've got any money left over after this really short month. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is lay down my expense stickers. So I've got my half empty expense sticker sheet now. So I'm putting down my grocery expense sticker first of all. And drum roll please, £49.68 in terms of our grocery expense for this week. It's been the same. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing every week. I mean, apart from week 1 when I usually do like a big shop anyway because, you know, it's the beginning of the month, toilet rolls run out, things like that. But yeah, every week is literally £5, £9, £7 over the budget. So, you know, we're going to increase it for March. I've said it already. I'm going to increase it for March. I listened to all of your lovely comments and I'm doing as I'm told, guys. I'm going to see how it goes. If I have any money left over, then it will just go into my debt snowball envelope. Okay, so household as well for last week was £10, which I think is good going. I mean, household has been consistent. I've kind of just like used the max each week and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I feel like there's been a few expenses that I didn't necessarily need, like as in, you know, buying wipes and stuff like that I knew that I probably still had in the house, but I just didn't go and look for them. So yeah, there were a few things I didn't need that I spent, but overall, I'm just glad I stayed within that budget. And then the last one I have is my utilities, and utilities was £20 again for another month running. So that is that. The other expense that you're not going to see me put down is fuel, guys. I don't know what actually happened. Like last week, when was it? Last week, we didn't put any fuel in. This week, we still haven't put any fuel in. And I don't actually know what's happened. I'm putting it down to the fact that maybe because this is a short week, why I haven't had to put fuel in the car. But I don't know. And I say short week in the sense that usually I kind of like do a weekly check-in after about 7 days, and because this check-in is running from Monday to Sunday, it's not really a week, so I suppose that might be why. But yeah, I haven't had to put any fuel in my car this week. Not complaining, it just means extra money to go towards debt. So anyway, that is all of my expenses laid out. So in terms of my weekly check-in, I've got my dividers here, and yeah, in terms of my grocery budget at the beginning of the week, I put in £40 and I spent £49.68. So we are over by £9.68. And yeah, I know I've said this every video, but this money, all of these extra pounds that I've gone over by my grocery budget does come out of my emergency fund, which I look to replace at the end of the month, which I'll show you how I do in this video in a second. But yeah, that's where that money came from. In terms of utilities, so the £20 that I put in at the beginning of the week was spent. So we spent £20, meaning there's £0 remaining there. The £10 that I put in at the beginning of the week for household was spent, meaning there was £0 there. We didn't have any unbudgeted expenses, so I'm going to put a line there. But technically, as I've kind of always said, the grocery budget is an unbudgeted expense when I go over. So I put that £9.68 into that column as well. But yeah, so guys, as I said, it was a massive surprise for me. Here's my diesel divider, and I've got £20 left over So what I will do is I will put this into my Debt Snowball envelope now, because I won't be doing another cash stuffing this month. So I'm just going to remove it from my dividers and put that to one side. Those are my dividers all checked in. So now that I've done all of my weekly check-ins, I can come in now and close down my overall monthly budget. I can put down my actual numbers for income, my variable expenses, and then, you know, work out exactly how much money I have left over, if any, that I can maybe put towards debt. Let's start with our income. So my actual income for this month was 1935.92. So we're looking at £5.92 more than I actually predicted. But then in terms of my variable income, Etsy, my rollover, all of those things were exactly as I said. So we had £562 for variable in Etsy, and then 435. So in total, we had an income of £2,932.92 and a variance of £5.92. We were, you know, more or less there, guys. My income is always quite close to what I predict it to be. Moving on to my fixed expenses, and although these are obviously usually fixed amounts, I put some asterisks next to things that I had to change mid-month. So I came in and I've changed the amount that I put towards debt, because technically I didn't put £135 towards debt. I actually only put £60. So I had to change the amount there, which I have done down the bottom here. I've kind of taken away the £75. And I also had to increase the amount that I said I was going to put towards rollover. I did say I was going to put like £435, similar to what I've put towards this month's rollover. But because I am going back to work in the next week or so, I do need to increase the amount that I'm rolling over. I do need to have a bit more money going into March's budget. So I've changed those figures around, and my actual total is down here. It looks terribly messy, but I'm sure it still makes sense. So we're looking at £2,368.24. So those are my fixed expenses. In terms of variable expenses, as you know, guys, I was constantly going over my grocery budget. I had predicted I'd be spending around about £160, but in fact, I spent £249. So just over the £200 mark, which has led me to believe that I do need to increase that. So I am looking at increasing my budget by that £40. So I'm going to be increasing March's budget to £200 for groceries. See how we go. If I don't spend the money, then it will just go into my Debt Snowball envelope, like my fuel has been doing for the last however many weeks. Household budget was predicted to be 40, and it was the same. So was my utilities, and so was my fuel. I know that there were a few weeks where I didn't even use my fuel budget, but I have still included that figure here because the money that I had left over I put into my Debt Snowball envelope, so it has been accounted for. So I have put the full amount in there just in case you were wondering. So in total, for our variable expenses, we had £449 in total. Okay, so coming down to my breakdown, in terms of our income, it was £2,932.92, and then my fixed expenses were £2,368.24. Variable was 449. So I'm just going to take those numbers away from my income. Which leaves £164.19. Okay, so this figure here, guys, can go towards my debt. So this is an additional amount that I'll be adding into my Debt Snowball envelope Do stay tuned for that video. It will be coming out this week and you can see exactly how much money I have in total. Obviously not forgetting the extra £20 that I have here that I'm going to be putting into that envelope, and see how that affects my overall debt total. Okay, so for the last time this month, I can come in now and close down my monthly overview section. So I can tick off all of my expense stickers and my bill due stickers, because those bills and expenses have all been accounted for. And I can come in now and put down my no spend stickers. And yeah, guys, that is that. You know what? I am actually going to miss this spread. I've really fallen in love with all of these colours. I just love the browns and the pinks. I think it just goes really, really well. I may need to do some kind of, I don't know, adaptation for another month coming up soon, but I've really enjoyed these stickers and this collection, to be honest, guys. But yeah, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you found it interesting, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and ring that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.